This is a Hot Pie Media original.
You know who's getting rich? Richer. At a pretty rapid rate. I mean, it's football coaches. Oh, yeah. Including the one that lost to Kansas. That should make you happy. USA Today had a story yesterday. Who are the highest paid college football coaches? Now remember, this is coming out of a pandemic. And what happened to colleges, not to whine too much, but what happened in colleges is a lot of people are furloughed, there's a lot of cutbacks, obviously tuition dollars not coming in. There was a real economic shift. Now, some might say colleges need an economic shift. It's not a bad time for them to reinvent themselves. I don't know that I disagree with a lot of that, but it's been a complicated year. Well, guess what happened during that complicated year? Football coaches made more. A lot more. Am I condemning them? Absolutely not. Make all you can when you can. If someone is dumb enough to give you guaranteed money, you take it. I try to tell my kids you should only have to make a few million once in your life. Do it. Well, it's the marketplace, Jeff. Yes, you're right. It is. It is the marketplace. It's obscene, but it's the marketplace. It's the marketplace, just so you know, because I have experience with some of this. Well, let's see. What do I disclose here? I have a good friend who represented as an agent, very good lawyer, very good agent. I watched him work a few of these deals, and to be honest, it's a mismatch. You got these college bureaucrats dealing with high-powered, Hollywood-trained lawyers, and it's a mismatch. The school people get their ass kicked every time. So, but it's the marketplace. So here are, as of now, here's the USA Today story. Then we'll get to someone else. Latest research done by the USA Today. 21 college football coaches make at least $5 million. Now, the thing that you don't I think people fully appreciate is this isn't just $5 million. It's $5 million guaranteed for a long time. It's $5 million plus cars, plus club memberships, plus jets. The $5 million of a college football coach goes a lot further than $5 million working for XYZ software company. I mean, it is a lot more to it. 21 coaches make more than $5 million. Okay, this is coming out of a pandemic. 18 of the 28 highest paid coaches are in the Big Ten and the SEC. All of the 28 coaches earn compensation of more than $4 million. Just 15 years ago, there was only one coach that made more than $3 million. Wait. In those two leagues alone, every coach makes more than $4. 15 years ago, one coach in the country made more than $3. I know it's the market. Okay. Here they go in order. Number 5 is Lincoln Riley. Now, if you say, Jeff, I'm noticing a trend here. They've all won. You're right. Number 5 is Lincoln Riley at Oklahoma, $7,672,710. That goes a long way in Norman, Oklahoma. That's a big 7. That's a big $8 million. Number 4, Dabo Sweeney, Clemson, $8,370,775. Number 3, this one really surprises me. David Shaw of Stanford, $8.9 million. And they're not very good. And that's a school that's smarter than that. Number 2, and he's quitting, fired, Ed Orgeron, LSU, $9.1 million. He's sort of been fired. Number 1, of course, is Nick Saban at almost $10 million per year. Again, that's not counting all the other stuff. Timing of this is not great for Steve Sarkisian, the head coach of your professional college football team, because it makes people go back and say, golly, that's a lot of money. Hey, but that's a lot of money because all of you guys win. I wonder how much the guy who doesn't win gets paid. Yeah, well, I did it. Like a lot of people, I did it. Texas Tribune. The headline goes like this: $34 million, private planes, cars, and housing allowances. Here's how much UT Austin is paying football coach Steve Sarkisian. Do I blame him for taking it? Heck no. No way. Take it. Make all you can when you can. Let's see. His guaranteed compensation is at least $5 million than any previous head coach. He is guaranteed $34.2 million throughout his 6-year contract. This guy just lost to Kansas, okay? Don't blame him for taking it. I blame the people for paying it. You're out of control and you're stupid. No, you're not stupid. You are. John McClellan is the co-founder and creator of ATX Hot Sauce, now in all 50 states and several retail outlets as well. So what we're going to do today is we're going to let this social media rock star chef walk us through 4 different sauces, and then I'll taste and we'll tell everyone why they should buy. You can give the science behind these, and then I'll make the simple recommendation. Go to atxhotsauce.com. All right,
I don't think anybody's heard the website.
Yeah, I know.
About you, Jeff, but it is atxhotsauce.com.
I'll say
I got that one right.
45 times, atxhotsauce.com. So let's do it.
I brought 4 flavors here, and we're going to test your palate today. Okay. And I only brought 4 because I didn't think you could handle 5 or 6.
Yes,
probably a smart move. Yeah. And so the first one we're going to try here is called Beet Heat. And just like the name implies, it has beets in it. It's made with red Fresno peppers. Red Fresnos are red peppers that are they're hotter than a jalapeno and a little bit less than a serrano. So not super hot here, just a lot of really good flavor. So we're going to start with this one, and then we're going to move up the chain.
Okay. I've had the Beet Heat, but okay.
Yeah, we're going to try it though.
It goes well with a cab. All right, Jeff's savoring Beet Heat.
I'll even do it with you, so that should be all right. Now remember, it is hot sauce.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's hot sauce. Trust me, man.
Wait, is that one hot to you?
No. A little.
Yeah. The great thing with the fermentation process is you get a bunch of the flavor right up front.
Yeah.
And then the heat comes, but then it dissipates pretty quickly, especially with the red Fresnos. You know, this is not a very spicy one, but it is a very tasty one. Goes on great on sandwiches.
Beet Heat.
Beet Heat. B-E-E-T. Heat.
All right. Go to atxhotsauce.com.
That's right.
What's a good word here? What do we say? Not stupid. These are not dumb people. These are very smart people handing out the money. Wow. I, like most of us, would love to do business with you because you do not know what you're doing. Okay. He's going to make $5.2 million this year. If somebody wants to go ahead and do the math on that, you can count up the dollars per win. $5.2 million in his first year as coach. He is guaranteed. Notice how all these are guarantees. $200,000 raise each year. Wait, Jeff. You mean dependent on? No, not dependent on anything. It's $5.2 million to start. $200,000 guaranteed each year, even when you lose to Kansas. Got it? His compensation also includes 2 dealership cars, and he's not driving a Ford Taurus, trust me. 20 hours of a private plane, $250,000 relocation and temporary housing allowance. He will also receive a $1.2 million one-time payment if he's the head coach on December 31, 2024. Jeff, what's that dependent upon? It's dependent upon breathing. That's what it's dependent upon. So in other words, just breathe. Put on your hat and you get another 1 million. Just show up. I don't even have to show up. Breathe and you get an automatic 200,000 increase per year. Automatic. And you lost to Kansas. Imagine what if you beat Kansas. How much would you get? I mean, we're at the tip of the iceberg here, what this is. I mean, I'm telling you, this money goes a long way. That's not counting the club memberships. I'm not ripping him for taking it. Steve and his family, or Steve alone, I don't know, don't care. It's whatever. Take all you can, man. Take all you can. If he were to get fired tomorrow, what I tell my kids, you should only have to make $40 million once in your life. He's a young guy in his 40s or something. If you get fired tomorrow, he's set. That's what we're all working for, right? Can't blame him for that. Get this. His assistant coaches, and they're doing a bang-up job. I mean, they are really, whoever that defensive coach is, you're good. You're like Belichick. You lost to Kansas, you jackass. Assistant coaches, guaranteed compensation of both coordinators. Coordinators are the guys that sort of draw up the plays. Got it? And they're doing a great job of it. $1 million, more than $1 million each. The guy who calls the offensive plays, $1.2 million guaranteed. Again, cars, clubs, all that other stuff too. Offensive coordinator Kyle Flood's salary will be $1.1 million, an increase by $75,000 each year of his 3-year contract. In other words, you guys lost to Kansas, you're fired. You know what? Kyle there gets paid. Guaranteed. And guaranteed you get 75 even when you lose to Kansas. Guaranteed. The special teams coach, we only know him because, well, he has a monkey and a stripper girlfriend. He's going to make $1 million because they're good on special teams. Did you see that 4th and 10 play? Whew, I'd pay for that one. Special teams coordinator, according to the Tribune, Jeff Banks. Good for Jeff. Good for Jeff. It'd take me 30 seconds to draw up a kick return. Good for Jeff. Special teams coordinator Jeff Banks will make $1 million in his first year, an additional $50,000 for the remaining 2 years of his contract. Guaranteed. Oh, good for you. Assistant coaches, all guaranteed at least one car, $20,000 relocation and temporary housing allowance, etc. Sarkisian's salary is over $5 million more than former head coach Tom Herman and $10 million more than former head coach Charlie Strong. Texas is still, just in case you're wondering about the money, Texas is still paying Tom Herman $15 million. And they're paying Chuck Strong another $8 million. Oh, by the way, Tom Herman, who's getting $15 million more, he was 32-18 as the head coach at Texas. 7-3 last year, just saying. How's that? Notice how many times I said guaranteed? This is not guaranteed to next Tuesday. This is guaranteed over the next several years. Imagine if they just beat Kansas, what kind of money they'd be making. You know, was somebody going to run down there and get him a raise? Guys, you beat him in overtime. Tear it up. Tear up that agreement. Let's get a new one. Let's get you some more money. You don't want a bonus for beating Kansas in overtime. What were we thinking? We got to pay more. Special teams guy. That fake punt was amazing. Let's give you a raise too. Sorry to shortchange you guys. All guaranteed.
From the Hot Pie Media Studios in Austin, Texas, it's the Jeff Ward Show. Listen at jeffwardshow.com.